The War for the Dutch Independence from 1566 to 1585. In 1559, Philip II started counter-reformation in the Netherlands with his half-sister, Margaret of Parma, as a regent. The reforms were met with opposition. The First Revolt in 1566 started the iconoclastic fury. It was caused by the Habsburg obsession with rooting out heresy. Nobles wanted Margaret to change the heresy laws. Calvinists had already begun preaching. The nobles lost control over their listeners. Margaret gathered an army that successfully defeated the rebellions. King Philip II sent his own army to the Netherlands under the leadership of Duke of Alba. In 1567, Philip's government insisted that the nobles swear an oath of allegiance to the king, in which they would essentially be renouncing their traditional liberties. Many of the nobles accepted the change, while William of Orange and a few others refused. Almost 9,000 people were found guilty of participating in the troubles of 1566 to 1567. In 1568, Counts Egmont and Horn were decapitated. Only the nobles who remained loyal to Philip survived unscathed. William of Orange emerged as the leader of the opposition. The Second Revolt. Philip II had been preoccupied with the threat of the Ottoman Empire in the east. Once peace with the Turks was achieved after the Battle of Lepanto in 1571, Philip reacted decisively to the developments in the Netherlands. He sent his Spanish army back to the Low Countries under the leadership of the Prince of Parma. William of Orange and his supporters had been planning an eventual invasion. Help had to come from the outside. France was one of the obvious sources of aid. The other was England. William thought he had support from both places. His plans for invasion in 1572 included a thrust from the east with his German army and from the south by the French Protestants. The sea beggars from England attacked Brill on the 1st of April 1572, taking the port city without difficulty. The Third Revolt. Mutinous troops sacked the royalist towns of Aalst. Even Catholics vowed to Philip looked for some kind of common defensive arrangement. Talks between William's supporters and Catholic loyalists began at Ghent in October 1576. The participants in this meeting agreed to set aside their own religious differences by suspending the heresy laws. This agreement, called the Pacification of Ghent, was quickly accepted by the various provincial states. The Pacification of Ghent did not resolve the problem of disunity in the Netherlands. What appeared to be unity of action was only temporary. Despite military resistance from both France and England, the possibility of united action was excluded. The division between the largely royalist Catholic provinces of the south and the independent-minded Calvinist provinces of the north tore the States General apart. In January 1579, the northern provinces concluded the Union of Utrecht, effectively establishing the United Provinces. The southern provinces of Hainaut and Artois created the Union of Arras, which reconciled itself to the rule of Philip II on the 6th of April 1579.
Това е Гостин Маринов. Ето папска тиара, като Мечо Грух, дебел, същия. Може тук това да ставаш, напишеш мистер Маринов, президент.